Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, everyone. Welcome to the 26th pod of Birth Alive Stories Circle, the pod that connects one life to the other. I'm your host and host, Sneha Bakkal, who flows with you in your journey of pregnancy, labor, birth, and postpartum. Hence, a certified birth doula and a traditional birth attendant. Our today's guest is Sister Aparajitha. She's from Chennai. She is an online language tutor and she holds a degree in textile science. That's very interesting. She's passionate about nature, handicraft work, craft works. She loves nature and she's therefore inclined towards a natural birth, and she had a very empowering birth. And with that, she also holds a boutique at her home sweet home where she customizes stuff according to the client's requirement. And here today, she is one of those first time mothers who, I was privileged to attend that birth online. So, welcome, Aparajitha.
Thank you, Sneha.
How are you
Thanks
doing?
for the warm welcome. Yeah, I'm good.
So, Parajita, how the process of the story circle is that you share your pregnancy now, because this is your first birth and you cracked it the first time itself. So, you'll just share your journey of pregnancy and then the time when you were confused and how you got guidance through many people, um, like from your friends and from birth keepers, and then your birth story, and then we can just add on our perspectives, whoever is attending the birth. So to you, welcome.
Thank you.
Back to
Thank
you.
you. Hello, everyone. Actually, I got married in 2024, and we were not planning for a baby, at least until 1 or 2 years. But I got pregnant within 5 months, and that we didn't expect that. So it was a surprise to us. So we were not at all prepared for a child, for welcoming a child. We had other plans. But when we found out, for a week we didn't disclose it to anyone. So after a week we tested again, and it got confirmed. After that, I immediately informed my mother because I'm supposed to. So I informed my mother. My mother said my mother was also having some. My mother and mother-in-law both were having they expected this, I think, because both were very prepared for it. And my mother, no, she said immediately take a blood test to confirm it further. And I told no, I searched online, and only test kit is enough to confirm. No need of blood test and all. And all mothers, they have something like they are not listening to us, these generation kids. They are just depending on Google and YouTube, Instagram informations. So my mother is also such a mother, and she said, okay, let's go for a checkup. And I told I'll inform my mom-in-law and get back to you. When I informed her, she said, no need to go to doctor checkup and all now. Let's wait for 2 more months. After 2 months, we can go for a checkup. That since I was not very prepared, I thought that would be fine to me. And but my mother, she booked an appointment with her gynecologist who birthed me in a hospital. So she called me, and I was not prepared to take her call because I was myself very. I needed time and space to process this. So I didn't attend her call. So she called me again, and my husband, he picked up the call, and he said, um, uh, and my mom, she said, she told my husband, I've booked an appointment. Just uh, ask her to get ready and reach the hospital at this time, like 11:30 in the morning. I told, I snatched the phone from my husband, and I told, I'm not ready to come to the hospital now. I'm feeling very sleepy. I'm very tired. I'm not ready to come. I'll you check if the the first question I asked was, why did you book the appointment without asking me? And my mom became furious, and she said, I'm your mother. I have to take care of you. You don't know anything. You just obey me, follow me, follow my things. And I couldn't convince her further. And I just went for that appointment, and the doctor took a scan and she confirmed the pregnancy. And she showed me the yolk sac and all. And she said, after a week, you come for checking the heartbeat and for the proper scan. That doctor was 70 plus years old. She was very famous for normal delivery, but my mother, both for both her deliveries, she went to that gynec only. And but both were cesareans. Mine was a cesarean, because I passed meconium. But and my brothers, it was a planned cesarean. Um, and after a week, we went for the scan. In the meantime, I argued with my mom that why, like, I had a feeling that me and my husband and I should discuss and decide the doctor where to go, what kind of treatment am I supposed to take and all. I thought, I asked my mother, why are you coming up with solutions? Let us talk, let us discuss, and let us find something else. You just suggest us, you just guide us. But my mom was like, no, no, first delivery, I have to take care of you. You don't know anything. What do you know and all? And so I wasn't able to tell her exactly what I needed verbally. So I had something in mind, but I couldn't frame sentences, whatever I was feeling. Um, so until third month scan, blood test and all, I took, everything was fine. My HB was around 11.5 at that time. So and no complications, no risk. And fifth month came up, and in the fifth month scan, my doctor said it was the baby's weight was around the estimated weight at the time of delivery would be around 3.8 kgs. She said, for your height, I'm 5 feet tall, 5 or 5.1. So she said, for your weight, height, a normal delivery would not be possible if the baby's weight exceeds 3 kg. So you have to, she asked me, what are you eating? Are you overeating? Or your mom or mom-in-law, are they stuffing you? She asked me like that. I told no, because I stay alone with my husband and I have to cook. So I have to take care of myself. I'm doing all regular works at home. So I told her, I'm not eating anything specially for pregnancy. And she said, are you going for walks? Are you working out? I said, no, I'm not doing, because I'm doing household works and all. I'm not doing anything specially for pregnancy, because I didn't accept the reality itself until then. Mm, so I was like, I have to focus on enjoying the life uh, as couples, as a couple. So so I was like, oh, I just have few more months as a couple. I have to enjoy the life with my husband alone. I didn't want to go to my mom's home, my mom-in-law's home and all. I wanted to be with my husband, go out, enjoy the life alone. And even if someone advises me, guides me, no, I thought, I don't want to get into that. Even in Instagram, no, all kinds of pregnancy related reels would come. I would be like, I have to get out of this, I'll just view funny reels. So that would come to me. I just ignore the pregnancy related reels. So like I was like that. I didn't want to know about anything related to pregnancy. So my mom-in-law, she suggested me a book related to pregnancy. She said it is written by Fazlur Rahman, and one of her friends suggested me to read that. It is called Pengale Ungalukaga. She showed me the cover page of that book also. In the image, I remembered that book was with my in my mom's home. So I told auntie, my mom has this book, and my mom was reading that book actually. So I told, after my mom finishes, I'll give it to you, you read. I was not ready to read that book at that time. You read. But that didn't happen. I couldn't give that book to my mom. She didn't read. She couldn't read. And my brother-in-law, he bought a book called Marabu Per. It is in English. It is called Traditional Childbirth. That was written by Mas and the Miran. So in that also, my father-in-law gave me that book. He asked me to read that book, but I didn't read. So after 5 months, fifth month scan, this is what happened. So after that, I was eating bananas a lot. Since I was alone, no. Whenever I felt hungry, I used to eat banana. I was feeling nauseous. I liked fruits very much during that 3 to 4 months time. I liked fruits very much. I couldn't cook well. So and also I felt very sleepy, so much of fatigue. So I slept all those 5 to 6 months. I spent only by sleeping. And After that, after 5 6 months, that nausea went away, vomiting went away, and I was able to eat like better than before. So after, my doctor, she asked me, don't eat bananas, don't take nuts, um, don't eat anything that is overstuffing you. So I didn't, yeah, I stopped eating bananas. So after that, no, I um, I stopped gaining weight. Like my weight stopped gaining. It came to a stop. So after that, sixth month scan went well. Seventh month also went well. And in the eighth month, my baby's estimated weight was uh, 1.7 kgs. So that scan also went well. All blood tests were normal. Yeah, I think in the 6th or 7th month, my HB was 9.6. It came down to 9.6. My doctor, she asked me if I'm taking that iron supplement and calcium supplement and all. Um, I was not taking it regularly. Calcium, I didn't take at all. Only 2 3 tablets I would have taken. Iron I was not taking regularly, and folic acid also I just took one strip of the tablet, like 15 to 20 tablets I took. So in the first 5 6 months, I didn't take much supplements. I was just having regular diet like before. So my doctor asked if I'm taking that iron supplement. I told, that doctor, no, she was like, as she was old, she was not very friendly. Like she was not welcoming. She was like, we were afraid to ask her anything, because when I say I had tender coconut water first time in the morning when I woke up, she would say, "Why did you take that?" And the next visit, no, I told her I had the tea. She said, "Who takes tea early in the morning?" I was like, "What am I supposed to eat?" She's saying, "Don't eat bananas, don't eat nuts. What am I supposed to take?" I next time, no, I told her I took ragi porridge. then she was fine. So like that, like she was showing faces. Even my husband asked if she would visit a clinic, another hospital, like another branch of the hospital that was nearby our house. She said, I don't come there, you can go there. I don't come there. If you want, you can change the doctor, you can go there. And she just tore the scan, that she had written in the prescription, that paper she tore and put it in the dustbin. And she said, if you are you first, if you're just confused which doctor you are selecting, first go discuss at home and then come back. We were like, we just asked a simple question, why is she showing faces, why is she getting irritated? So this happened in the third month. So after that, we just stopped asking unnecessary questions. She would say, she would look at the scan, she would say everything was fine, and until that we were also fine. We didn't find any major concern with that doctor. But in the meantime, I kept arguing with my mother. You just selected the doctor, you didn't let us decide, you didn't let us as a couple to discuss between ourselves. I was just arguing with her, like, I don't know why. So yeah, so I didn't take any supplements regularly. So in the sixth month, she found out my HB was low. She suggested another tablet, iron tablet, that also I was taking irregularly. So in the ninth month, yeah, in the 36-week scan, I went in the last month, ninth month, I went to my mom's house. So from there, when I went to the scan, my doctor told, after the scan, she told, my amniotic fluid index was low. It was around 9.6 or 8. My HB was also low, 9.6. And baby didn't gain weight, considerable weight. So I told you, in the 8th month, it was around 1.7 kg. In the 36th week, it was around 2 kg. She told, within 1 month, did you eat or not? Were you on fasting? So I was like, I didn't take it seriously. I told, I was eating like before only. I didn't cut down anything. She said the baby has just gained 300 grams in the past month. I felt, as she inquired, no, I felt very guilty. Why is she making me guilty? I didn't do anything wrong. I'm just living my life. I didn't do anything wrong. So she told, um, you just go do an NST scan, and then the baby's weight is very low. Your amniotic fluid is also very low. HB is also very low. And you go take an NST scan. I'll write another scan for you. That scan that I took, no, that was taken in the hospital. She asked me to take one more scan in another scan center. You go for a second scan today evening, and you go and take iron IV now itself. So she told me all these things, and told me, until then I was smiling. I was smiling, nodding my head. So after that she told, no, I didn't take it seriously actually. After that she told, you if we'll see for a week if that scan also diagnoses the same. Uh, uh, yeah, the scan diagnosis was fetal growth restriction, late onset fetal growth restriction. So um, af- so at that time she told, if that second opinion scan also says the same, we'll wait for another week. You take a protein supplement, and some tablets she prescribed. You take all these things. If the baby doesn't gain weight properly, it is not necessary that it should stay inside you. We'll just go for an induction. And induction pain is 8 times, induction contractions are 8 times more than the normal spontaneous labor contractions. So we have to see if the baby can withstand those contractions. If not, we'll go for a cesarean. So until then, I was like, we'll go with the flow. We should not fix ourselves with one mode of delivery. All kinds of deliveries are the same. Um, Even normal delivery patients suffer. Even cesarean patients suffer. There are many cesarean patients, mothers who don't find any back pain and all nowadays, because everything has all those techniques have um, like improved. So even my mom and mom-in-law, they say, do something, do yoga, do exercise, go for a walk, do wash the clothes by hand, do squats, sweep the house, mop the house, squatting and all. I wouldn't do. I would fight with my mother. My mother-in-law, I will say, okay, okay, auntie, and I will not do because I'm not living with her. No, so when I went to my mom's place, she would force me to go for a walk. I'm like, I'm not getting sleep until 1 o'clock. Why are you forcing me to wake up soon, wake up early and go for a walk and all? I'm not ready to suffer and all. Already I'm suffering. I'm not ready to suffer. Let me enjoy my life. You don't force me for anything. I would argue and fight with my mother. My husband was also like, do something, they are telling for your well-being only. No, he would also tell me. But I wouldn't bother. So yeah, I where was I before this?
Growth restriction.
Growth restriction.
Sorry.
Growth
Growth
restriction.
restriction,
Yeah,
induction.
yeah. Yes. So um, so no, I was about to say something else.
You are not walking. You are
Yeah.
not regular exercises.
Yeah, I was not physically very active. So I was ready to go with the flow. Whatever my doctor suggests, I was ready to do that. But I think in the 8th month, I attended Komal's uh, uh, workshop. That was for one hour or so. Komal, I was just casually working and I was just listening to her webinar. She said she birthed at home and she said all stages of labor and all, how labor progresses, what is to be done. And she said she birthed at home. I didn't take that seriously. I thought, okay, it's her decision. She did that. I was not thinking like I could also do that. Why can't I take that as an option and all? I didn't think. So after that, also Komal called me and followed me up, uh, and then yeah, Komal. After Komal, I attended one more birth education class. My mom was constantly telling me, attend any birth education class. So I just registered for one more thing, and in that birth educator, she told me, she told, like, we were three in that class, and she told, when you just don't listen to the doctor blindly. If you think your doctor suggests something that intervenes the natural process, you just tell your doctor. If she suggests for induction or anything else, you just tell your doctor, my parents or in-laws won't allow, like they need we have I have to discuss with my elders, and you just come home, you do your own research, uh, and you go for second opinion, and then you decide whether to go for induction or any other intervention or not. So as my doctor suggested, I am infusion. Immediately, she was fear mongering me. I was sweating, and I was I was my heartbeat was racing, and until then I was ready to go with the flow. And at that point only, no, that was the point of awakening, I think. At that point only, I thought I have to go from here. This is not, I cannot accept this. This is not happening, because until then everything was fine. How can this shift come suddenly? And I came out. My mom and my husband, they both told, go for iron infusion. Your iron is low, as doctor said. I told, no, I don't want iron infusion today. And I sent my husband to book the second opinion scan in the other center. And it was raining very heavily. And I went for the NST, and NST was normal. I was able to find the movements. And that day scan slots were full, so that day the slot was not available. The slot was booked the next day. I firmly rejected iron infusion and I came back home. So the next day also, the scan was booked, but I didn't turn up to the scan, because I thought maybe in a few days the baby's weight might gain, the amniotic fluid might come to normal. Because if I went that day itself, no, if that scan center also said this diagnosis the same, that diagnosis would fix in, I would fix that in my mind, and I might be indirectly pressured to go for a cesarean, or I might lose my hope. So I thought, let's postpone this scan to another day. So my husband was also, he was like, why, let's go for a scan, why are you waiting for a few days? And he was also uh, he was very much questioning me. And at that time only, I sent my scan report to Komal and my other birth educator. Komal said, the other birth educator, she said, she called me and she said what your doctor said. I told her all the updates, and she said some injection was available, like protein injection or something, that might help in the growth of the baby. She said, if you are okay with that, you discuss with your doctor and you can go for that. And if this thing persists, then what your doctor says, you go by that. So I didn't update her further, because I was not accepting the diagnosis itself. And Komal, she said, this is not a problem at all. FGR is not a problem at all. Your baby is doing fine. And she said very positively. And Komal said, I can connect you with Tapasya, who helped in her home birth. I said, okay, sure, I'll talk with her. And she gave me Tapasya's number. I texted Tapasya. She replied me back, and we had a online Google Meet session. So Tapasya is the one, she said, what are you feeling? So until then, for 9 months, nobody asked me, what are you feeling? They were all seeing the scan, the reports, numbers, calculations, statistics, and all. Nobody asked me, what are you feeling? How are you feeling? What is your decision? Like I felt valued at that point when she asked, what are you feeling? I said, I feel okay. I feel, I think, yeah, I was getting a pricking sensation towards my vagina at those days. So I told her, if I didn't go for this scan, I would be visualizing my baby, because of that pricking thing. No, I would be visualizing my baby is taking the position and going to descend further into my pelvis, because I'm nearing my due date. So Tapasya said, then you are doing fine, your baby is doing fine. And she said, the previous generations and all, the mothers were told the umbilical cord is winding around the baby's neck, and they do cesarean, and the baby is big and they do cesarean. Like that, this is a trend. This FGR, IUGR, and all these are trends to take the patient for a cesarean section. So after that, she sat and explained me how the baby descends, what is the role of the birth worker, or like she asked me, no doctor can sit between a mother's legs and seeing the baby coming out. They would just perform an episiotomy and pull the baby out, and that is not good for the baby or the mother. And she also said no doctor has the patience to sit for hours for a delivery. They would either they would not even wait for a spontaneous labor. This is what is happening in India, and particularly in Tamil Nadu, this is what is happening, and they wouldn't wait after a due date. I had already asked my doctor if she would, what is her opinion in waiting after due date. So she said I wouldn't wait even one day after the due date. I would go for an induction. And I discussed with my birth worker, and she had also gave me few questions to ask my doctor. I asked only the first question to my doctor, that what should I do if my water broke at home? She said, no, there is no chance that your water can break at home. I said, no, that has happened. No, I have heard women whose had broken at home. She told, no, it cannot happen like that. You will come to the hospital and we will break the water. Water breaking cannot happen naturally. Uh, and then again, I asked, okay, it's okay if water breaks at home, no, accidentally, what should I do? She said, it cannot happen at all. And I was like, what is she talking? So I told this to my birth educator. She said, so that is a red flag. So you can find another doctor even now. If you want, I can suggest doctors in your area, or if you can come, you can travel to other areas. You can travel. So after this only, these things happened, and Tapasya told, give me three options. One is birth at home. Second one is birth village in Kerala, and the third one is I think Dr. Harini in Coimbatore. Um, I updated these things to my mother and husband. And my mother, now she understood me. But my husband and in-laws and all, they were like, you are nearing the due date. No, you don't have time to take like you don't have time to change your doctor or change the place of your birth. We cannot travel now. We cannot go to Coimbatore. We cannot go to Kerala. uh, we cannot do anything. You just search and find doctors inside Chennai. We can go to some other doctor. And with this scan, I went to two more doctors. One government doctor, she's a professor also, and one more doctor that my friend Mrudula suggested. I was constantly updating Mrudula also. She had suggested birth village to me in my 4th or 5th month, but I didn't take that seriously. She sent me their YouTube channel also, but I didn't take it seriously. So yeah, after that I was updating everything to Mrudula. She didn't try to change my mind and all. She was like, okay, if you are doing fine, then everything is fine. Okay, and all. So yeah, I yeah, those two doctors, no, they, with the same scan, with the same diagnosis, they said what your doctor is saying is only correct. If the baby is not gaining weight, you have to take the baby out. So could I couldn't accept those things. I don't know why. And after that, we went for the second opinion scan after 4 or 5 days, and in that scan, she that radiologist said everything is fine. So the FGR diagnosis was made because my cerebroplacental ratio was a little low, and the baby's growth was falling below 5th percentile. And the abdominal circumference of the baby was also very less. It was like around 3rd percentile. But this radiologist, he said, everything is fine. Your the supply from the placenta to the baby is also fine. Oxygen flow is fine. Everything is fine. I don't know why they made this diagnosis. And he said baby is a little small to the gestational age, but it is not FGR. We were very relieved, and we went to the doctor's appointment the next day. That doctor, she said, um, she didn't even apologize, or she didn't even for a week or all these days. No, we were so much stressed. My husband was daily, he was calling me and he was forcing me, take a decision, take a decision. Where are you going to birth? Take a decision soon. I have to make arrangements, and all relatives are ready to come to the hospital. We have to say, tell them also, update them also. I was very much pressured. I told my husband, please wait, give me some time, at least until this weekend. You don't keep calling me and forcing me to take a decision. If you force me, I might take another decision just to satisfy you, just to fulfill your expectations, and later I might regret. So I don't want that to happen. So you just don't force me. You give me time. You give me space. Please understand me. He also understood, but he had his own responsibilities. He had his own fear of risks. So uh, after this scan, uh, that doctor, she said, um, here in this hospital, the diagnosis was made based on some other database, and in this scan, in the second opinion scan, it is made with some other database. So this difference of diagnosis has come, and when you took the first scan, at the same day, many other mothers were also wrongly diagnosed. She was saying this like eye to eye, face to face. She didn't even have any regret what this wrong diagnosis has caused in our lives, and for that 1 week, what many confusions this thing has caused in our journey, in the pregnancy journey. My brother-in-law, he asked my husband, why didn't you fight, or why didn't you question the doctor? We didn't question. We both didn't question the doctor at all. We were just sitting there staring at her. And after that, she told, even now the baby is very less weight. So we'll wait till 38 weeks. And after 38 weeks, we'll induce and take the baby out. Like it was her decision, her right to take decision on behalf of me. I was like, who is she to take this decision? Like taking something out of a bag, she's taking my baby out. Why? Why can't we wait for the natural pain, spontaneous labor to occur? I have time, 4 or 3 or 4 weeks time. Yeah, before this, no, during that FGR diagnosis, she suggested me few tablets, right? In that tablet, I came home and I searched. She had given a medicine called Duvadylin. So that I searched on Google, and it said it prevents preterm labor. And during my discussion with Tapasya also, she said, why do you think you need Duvadylin? It is given for preventing spontaneous labor. While the doctor was saying, we'll induce and take the baby out in a week. I started thinking, If I get spontaneous labor in a week also, I'm already 36 plus 2 or 3 days. If I get spontaneous labor and the baby comes out naturally also, we can manage because I'm already nearing full term, right? 37 weeks is the full term. So what is the problem? Why is the doctor giving medicine to relax the uterus? Uh, so why she wants to prevent spontaneous labor? And what are the side effects of this tablet? If I take this for 1 or 2 weeks, I might miss the spontaneous labor, right? I don't know if how many days this tablet's effect will be there in my body. What if I am supposed to get spontaneous labor in 38 plus 4 or 5 days, and because of the effect of this tablet, I'm not getting spontaneous labor? What if my uterus is just in a relaxed state because of this effect? And Tapasya also told me don't take that tablet, and I took that only once, and after that I didn't take. And I just took increased my protein intake. I had plenty of water, and after after this second opinion scan, after my doctor's appointment, that doctor was not supposed to do my delivery. Her junior doctor, she will perform the delivery. So we were supposed to meet her. So when we met her, she told, yeah, I got all your updates. Your doctor said, this senior doctor, no, she said, she asked you to go for a second opinion scan. But if I was there, I wouldn't have suggested second opinion scan. I would have taken this scan itself as the final scan, and I would have went for induction or cesarean in a week.
Aparajitha, I think we lost you.
Yeah,
At least
she stopped. Yeah.
Now,
Yes, now you're
is it
audible.
okay now?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think your network is showing red alert. Please check your network.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, so your voice is breaking up, Arjita.
Now is it fine?
Yeah. Better.
Okay.
Yeah.
That. Okay, where was I?
You were talking about the senior or the junior who was supposed to take do your delivery, and she said that I would not wait. I would have not asked you for a second opinion. I would just induced you or operated you. Yeah.
So she said, keep this scan aside. We'll take another scan in the hospital. After 2 or 3 days, you come again. So in the meanwhile, Tapasya had given me Aishwarya's number, who birthed her second baby way back in birth village. And a few other mothers' numbers also. Tapasya had told me Aishwarya knows few Tamil home birthing community. If you want, you can also join in their group. So I asked Tapasya also if she can come and help me during the delivery. She also sent me her details. But since my husband, in-laws and all, they were already expecting me to take a decision soon, no, I didn't want to tell these things to them and scare them or they might put even more pressure to me. So I just told them about birth village. I was myself not very confident about home birth, how it would go about, how it would be, how would I be able to manage the contractions, labor and all. Will I be able to do that alone at home? So what questions I might get asked from my relatives, my husband and all, how can I answer those things? I don't want these uh, people putting pressure on me, so I didn't tell anything to them. Anyways, I'm going to the hospital. Why should I tell that I have these alternate options and all? Because I don't have much time or space to decide otherwise. So I told my husband about birth village. He said we cannot travel.
Then we still again lost her network issue.
How are you emotionally and mentally? I told, yes, I have some fight arguments with my mother about uh, like day to day small fights that happen casually between mother and daughter. Only that I have, and she's forcing me to go for a walk, do exercise and all. That for that only I argue with her a little bit. No other problems I have. I don't have much problems like other women are suffering in their family. She told even your small problems are valid. You should not compare your problems with others. What problem you have is reality. You have to validate those problems. You just sit with yourself and your baby in a corner at home, and you just pray, talk with the baby, pray to God, and you do whatever you want to do. Just don't do something because others are expecting or forcing you to do, demanding you to do. So I got confidence. Until then I was fighting with my mom, but after that I just told her, I don't want to do, you just don't force me, I don't want to do anything, I'll just let me be. Yeah, these things happened even before the second opinion scan, even before the FGR was cleared off. So at that time, I would call Aishwarya, or she would call me for an update. Like daily, we used to talk. We used to talk about labor. She asked me to video call her, and she explained me how labor would progress. Like I already had a theoretical idea with my birth education classes, but Aishwarya, no, it felt very personal. I felt very connected with with the informations that I got from her. She said the baby will fall into the pelvis and into the birth canal. Like it would be like a very heavy thing that is just falling, and you can feel that. She said if you birth uh, like freely, and uh, if you are not forced by anyone, if you are not instructed by others to birth your baby, no, birth is an addiction. The same thing my husband had told me before I got pregnant. He said, I saw in some research papers, I was like, I don't want a baby now. I just want to feel mentally prepared, physically prepared. I have to eat well, work out really well, and then I will have a baby. I'll keep myself healthy and I'll bear a healthy baby. At that time he told, you don't you I think you're afraid of birth. Birth I read in a research paper somewhere that birth birth is an addiction. A woman who had birth, she would feel she would have a desire to birth again and again. I told, who will be addicted to such a painful incident? I was until my birth education classes, no, I was relating birth to pain. Um, so after my birth education classes and after I talked with Aishwarya only, subconsciously, I related birth and the pain to some purpose. Some purpose that the nature is doing, God is working to bring the baby out. Aishwarya taught me how the contractions would be, and she told me you will get breaks in between the contractions. You can have something to eat, something to drink, whatever you feel like eating or drinking in between the labor. And she also shared me her birth story, her first birth, second birth, and all she shared with me. Um, she also told me few birth stories. She sent me many videos and all. And I was already listening to birth agni stories, and I was discussing it with my mother. Every day I would listen to one story. I'll go to my mother and I will tell her, I listened to this story. This is what happened. See, these I would also poke my mother. Like, see, in this birth story, the couple have decided. They have decided the doctor. They have decided where to birth and all. But what did you do? You forced me to one doctor. See, now she has wrongly diagnosed. I will taunt my mother like that daily. And that would also lead to an argument. And it those days went like that. So Aishwarya, she supported me, motivated me. She gently turned my paths towards spirituality, towards prayer, doing nothing and observing what God can do. That is what Aishwarya suggested me. I was already like little spiritual only because of my mother. She had brought me up like you spiritually only. Like she would say, you ask from God. Whatever you want, you ask from God. He will give you. And I have experienced this also. But my pregnancy is the one experience that reassured me that God is always with me. My childbirth journey, these things, that has reassured me and gave me confidence that what my intuition says is correct for me. It can be wrong for others, but it is correct for me. So I should not waver or get afraid of people to take my decision. So one thing I will feel strongly, but because of the people around me, I would get confused, and I would take some other decisions that I'm expected to take. So so after talking with Aishwarya, I felt a lot reassured and confident, valued, and seen. So yeah, until my delivery, Aishwarya, I was talking with Aishwarya daily. Aishwarya, she also said, whenever I share with her, no, if I tell this, my mom says this, my husband says this, my in-laws expect me to do this, or my husband expects me to do this, and not that. She would say, don't go and make them understand. You just live your days. You talk with the baby, you pray to God. You don't take any, you don't have any plans for yourself. And she said that mistake she had made in her second delivery by trying to have control of everything around her. So after she accepted everything and she surrendered herself to God, her VBAC happened smoothly. Until then, it was chaos. So I was not able to properly understand what she was saying, but I just listened to those things. And every night I would listen to Birth Agni. Um, and yeah. After that, one day, for this diet, my Mrudula, my friend, she suggested me to visit a naturopathy doctor because I needed a protein filled diet for my baby's growth. So she suggested me to see a naturopathy doctor. I went to that doctor. I took all the scan reports with me. He didn't even see the scan. He didn't ask for the scan. I told him this is what the diagnosis was made, and he said, these things are happening just because they can deliver the baby early and they can keep in the NICU for saying that baby's birth weight is low, so we have to keep it in the NICU, and then they would charge. This is just for a business motive. They are doing early deliveries nowadays. He told you just he gave me diet plan and all. He said follow this diet plan. He gave me that some homeopathic solution to apply on cloth and keep on my abdomen and all. And he said, I asked him, I want a natural birth. Where can I find one? Where can I find a place where what I expect could happen? He said, no, you don't have to go and find for such a place now. You just sit at home, pray, and the baby, it will decide who will hold it, the baby for the first time, who will deliver the baby. You don't go in search of anything outside. If you get labor pain, no, you will go to a hospital that can be nearby also. You don't have to go to that same hospital, right? You, if you have pain, you can go to any hospital and you might have chances of experiencing a natural childbirth. I was like, I want a right now, I came here to find a doctor who can give me what I expect. I need a natural birth. I don't want any interventions now. How can I sit at home and find such a doctor? I have to go to places to find a doctor, right? But I couldn't say this to him. I just came home and I was talking with Aishwarya about this. But after a few days, no, I recalled what he said and I suddenly started relating, why can't that person who holds my baby first be Mridula? I don't know from where this thought came. And the very next day, while I was discussing birth agni stories with my mother, she said, when that naturopathy doctor told, no, who knows, it can be Mridula also. And after a few days, my mom-in-law and father-in-law, they came to visit me. My mom, I had asked Mridula if she had any plans of visiting Chennai. She said, yes, I'm coming on 1st July. This was happening around 25th or 26th of June. I texted Mridula, you have any plans of coming to Chennai? She said, yeah, I'll come on 1st for some function here. And I asked her, when will you return? She said 8th. My due date was 7th July. So that, is it clear? So that her plan and my due date coincided surprisingly. So even then, I didn't decide that Mridula will come and birth my baby. Those things and all, I didn't decide. I just called her, if you just come and visit me. She said, sure, I'll come and visit you. Until that time, if you birth your baby also, I'll come and visit you both. So after talking with Mridula, the very next, that I think 25th June, my father-in-law visited me. He found a book in my book cupboard called Iraivari Linear Sugaprasavam. He just thought it was related to pregnancy and childbirth. He said, did you read this book? I don't know. After he went, I found some curiosity to read that book, and I took that book and I started reading. And in that book, no, it was also written by Dr. Fazlur Rahman. So in that book, that doctor, he's an acupuncturist. He had he has written like every allopathic medical intervention and treatment is against God and nature. And everything does some damage to our health and our body. Everything has side effects. So he would have given like 10-12 chapters about allopathic treatments and its side effects, what should be done, why are they having very incomplete knowledge of body and its natural processes. And after 12th chapter, there would be birth stories that happened at home. So in those stories, no, the woman would be experiencing bleeding during pregnancy, fever, small things. And also we get afraid during pregnancy, no, if the woman has fever also, she's supposed to go take some medication because it might affect the baby. Like all those things, no, he had told everything is a natural process. God who has given the baby, he knows how to deliver, how to grow the baby inside the woman naturally, and our body is very wise. It knows everything, and nature does not do anything that is wrong to us or our babies. So you need not take supplements, you need not go and intervene in the natural process. So in those birth stories, he would just suggest his patients to pray, trust God. Even if some patient calls in between labor and says, this is happening, that is happening, he would just pray, mm, say a prayer, and he would say, ask God, everything will be okay, and your wife and baby would be healthy. Um, so all these things, no, I found these stories very raw, uh, involving so much of risks. And I was not able to accept these stories were genuine. After each story, no, the couple, the name of the couple, their contact, their address would be mentioned. I was even thinking of calling that number and asking them, did you really birth your baby at home and all. I was not able to uh, trust these stories. So I didn't tell anyone about these stories. My everyone knows that I am reading that book. My husband was sitting nearby only when I read that book, but I didn't tell him. I wasn't able to tell him because I myself didn't trust these stories. Um, After that, on the second day, I read that book. Um, uh, I uh, I went to sleep. I went to my bed. My husband was sleeping nearby. I think around 1:30 or 2 o'clock. Some strange feeling, like I had to pray something, that came up to me. So I prayed God. Um, I don't know if the book, whatever the book says, is true or not, but I believe in you. Um, the author says everything that intervenes nature is against God. So I might have done something knowingly or unknowingly that is against you and the nature you have created. So the book had suggested you just say these and repent for these sins. So I prayed God. So if you consider these things as sins, please forgive me and give me and my baby, my body, the knowledge and wisdom to take the proceedings, the whatever is supposed to happen naturally. So I know you have given the wisdom, but I just have to find out what to do. And please give the baby the wisdom to take the things further according to the nature you have created. So this prayer, simple prayer I made, and I went to sleep. And around 3 or 3:30 in the morning, within one hour, my water started leaking. I went to the bathroom and I checked. My water was leaking. So I immediately got reassured that this happened because of my prayer. I just prayed 45 minutes or 1 hour before, and this has happened. So this should be natural only. So this should be from God. This should be a sign from God. So I took a towel, I kept it under, and I went back to bed. But I had that feeling of the water leaking constantly, and the towel became wet. I went to the bathroom, I changed the towel and came back. I thought this would, I didn't think this would soak the towel so wet. So I texted my mother. She was in another room. I texted my mother, this is happening. My husband is sleeping nearby. I was afraid my mother would immediately come into the room and she would panic. I told her, I am okay. I am feeling okay. Let's see in the morning. You come soon. You come, wake up early and come soon. After that, my mother came. I told her, I didn't tell my husband at all. I didn't tell him. After that, I called Aishwarya and told her this happened. She said, if you want to go to hospital, you can go. But I was not taking that very seriously. I told her, no, I just read this book. I prayed and this happened. She told, oh, okay. Then if you have faith, if you have trust, I don't want to confuse you. You do whatever you are comfortable with. And she said, I'll give the number of Sneha. And I asked her if I can keep sanitary pads for this water leakage. She said, okay, you can have, you can keep those pads. And after that, I texted Sneha. I contacted her that day, I think in the afternoon. We both had a conversation through call. She also said she recently had a client who birthed her baby normally at, I think, at home after 2 weeks of water leakage. And she also told me Nisha Vijayan's birth story. And she sent me that birth story, the YouTube link. She asked me to watch, and she also gave me much confidence in that conversation, through that conversations. And I told her, she told me, I asked her, what do you do? She said, I personally, I go to home births, and also I can help to birth online. And I asked her how much she charges and all. I just inquired her. I was not deciding to do that. And I told her, she asked me, what do you think? And I said, we can, I think I can try home birth, but I cannot have that as the aim. I have to go to hospital also. I was confused. I think I said that. So Sneha, I told Sneha, I'll talk to my husband and we both can consult, because my husband was pressuring me to go to the hospital for another scan, for another appointment. I was very sure they would do a vaginal exam. If they do vaginal exam, they would find out my water is leaking and they would put me in a clock, and they would suggest induction or cesarean after 24 hours or 36 hours. I was not ready for that. I thought I might get spontaneous labor, and after I'm getting labor, I can go to the hospital. So I wanted a consultation with Sneha just.
You're stuck again.
Now?
Yeah, better.
So on 27th, I talked with Sneha, but on 30th only, I convinced my husband for a consultation. Until then, I was postponing my hospital checkup. On 30th, we had a 1 hour session with Sneha. Sneha also explained my husband the things that might happen in hospital. She asked me after the session, if what is your decision? Do you think you can birth at home? I said, if I have proper guidance, I have confidence that I can birth at home. And she asked my husband, what do you say? He said, no, we'll go to the hospital at the end, like during labor, towards the end, we'll go to the hospital. So I was like, okay, his fear is also valid, fear of risk is also valid. And I didn't about this to him further. Um, yeah, the very next day I had my bloody show, and the next day I had my mucus plug, no signs of labor. I was very casual, no pain, no contractions, nothing. On 29th night, I had few contractions, uh, random contractions, and 30th night also same. On first night, I didn't have contractions. On second night, I had contractions, and that was very different than the other ones. So on second morning, around 10 o'clock, I found the contractions were not going away. Even if I do something, some movements or bouncing on the birthing ball, didn't give me any comfort during the contractions. So I called Sneha, and we had a video call. She said you are in early labor. And after some time, um, again, I called Sneha. She timed the contractions. She saw my expressions and she said, "You are I think you are in like active labor. You can go to the hospital now." So my husband was very ready to go to the hospital. But Sneha asked me one question. Do you want to go to hospital now, or what do you want to do? I was very sure at the time. No, I don't want to go to hospital. I'm progressing very well. I don't want to disturb these progressions. Because Neha, during the consultation itself, she had told she had witnessed few births where the woman was transitioning well at home. She was dilating well, but when she went to the hospital, the cervix was around 4 centimeter or so. The dilation had reduced. So I was thinking all those things, and I said, no, I don't. I will birth at home. I told my husband, no, I'll be at home. Meanwhile, Mridula also had come. She told me she would visit, right? She already visited me on first when the water was leaking. She had assured me she would come when I get my contraction. She would come and help me at home. I called my mom. I asked my mom to call her, and she came. I told Sneha, and I told my husband. Yeah, I am experiencing contractions. You might see pain in my face, but I'm doing very well. My baby is also fine. I'm also fine. I have this feeling. I have this strong feeling. I don't want to go to hospital. My husband, no, I didn't. I couldn't feel anything. Like he was. I couldn't read his expressions because I was so very much involved in, like, I was turned inside me. My focus was.
I will like just like to add, Aparajitha, because you're so much inside and I was outside. So I was just traveling. I just had my chiropractic treatment done for myself, and I was traveling. I was in the rickshaw, and she called out, and I'm looking at her phone, and I'm like, wow, 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 what a nice woman in transition. No, this is my feeling, internally. And her husband is standing beside. I'm like, such a nice woman she is. She's laboring so nicely. Why should we go and disturb her? No, to the hospital, brother. And he's looking at me. What is this woman saying? We were planned that we would labor at home and go to the hospital. Sneha is supposed to tell me when to take her to the hospital. And I said, yeah, it's a good time to take her to the hospital. But why would you take her to the hospital? Look at her. She is looking so calm. If you will go to the hospital, and then what if the contractions goes haywire? I just said this much and I kept the phone. Later, the husband got upset, really upset. He went outside of the room and she was like, I don't care. If you don't want to come, don't come. I am very good in the house. The Mridula is here. You be outside. And then I was like, Arey, what did I do? I'm so sorry. Later I realized that I should have not said that thing. Then I called up again. The husband was not available. I said, see, brother, don't mind. But I have attended births online, and this is how the women they go in transition and then they push the baby out. Why do you want to take? No, no, sister, I am not ready. I am not prepared. But now she is prepared and she does not want to come out. So, like, I'm like, see, if you are feeling okay, only then go in the room. Otherwise, she is very well doing. Don't worry. Then, after some time, I think he came back, in terms of supporting the woman.
Mridula convinced him to come and support me. But I was not aware of all these things at all. I was just focused in my contractions. I was in my own world. I didn't even think of these things that there is risk involved and people might be angry on me for taking this decision. I was not at all thinking of all these things. I was like, I'm doing well and this is such a great thing. Everything is happening naturally. Oh, my body is working according to nature. God is doing these things. I was very happy. I was bearing the contractions well. And Mridula also, Mridula, as she came, she immediately told me, Aparajitha, come to the hospital. They will give enema. That will be comfortable to you. Come to the hospital. Let's go. I told her firmly, no, no, I don't want to go to hospital. I was laying on the floor upon a mat. So I told her, no, I don't want to come. I home itself. So my uncle was ready to bring a car, bring his car for dropping me at the hospital. He also called Mridula and asked her many questions. How do you know? How can you birth? Do you have any experience? What do you do actually? Do you have any certifications? Something like that. She was answering, but I was not concentrating on anything. I was just laboring. I asked my mother for some rice porridge, lemon juice, tender coconut water. I was having all these things like half an hour. I was not seeing the clock also. I had my own clock in mind. I would order something and my mother would bring. I would take a sip and I would labor. Buttermilk, everything I had. And in between, I think towards the end, Sneha asked me to have dates and I had that. So, yeah.
So you were starting to, like, you were in transition in the afternoon, 2:30. You were going into that world, and she was like very comfortable in squatting upright. So she was sitting on the floor on the mat and squatting upright, and just taking support if needed, kind of thing. Not like really something like you don't want to press or just be around me, no. But yeah, she was sweating profusely. So just she used to call me and saying, just look at me and tell me if I'm doing fine. I'm like, yeah, you're doing fine. So being a first time mom and a pushing stage goes for a longer time as well. It was, I think, evening 7:30 or 8 around this is the time when she really had this pushing urge, and then we could see the baby coming, and that time Rudula was there and husband was there, and in Mridula's eye I saw me, like kind of the way I support mothers I could see in Mridula. And then Mridula was like bang on. She was doing, tell me what to do, I'll do it. So yeah. And then the baby girl was born by 8 p.m. Yeah. So
yes. Actually, Mridula was asking me to lay down, but I was very sure that I shouldn't lay down. I just laid on my side. And after some time only, when I called you, you asked me to squat. And after that, it progressed really well. So during transition, also like that ring of fire is there, no? That also it also passed very smoothly only. Light burning sensation. Yeah, during that pushing also, I was not sure should I push or not, but I'm getting that urge to push. I was afraid I might tear when I push now. Should I push or not? But I was, you asked me to breathe. You guided me to breathe, and I did that. I did a horse lip breathing. And one funny thing is, I watched this one of the Bridget Taylor video, and she uh, had coughing. I think I did that coughing also. I tried that also. So all these things happen, and I was in my own world. And after delivery, only my husband was the one who was very angry with me. My in-laws were upset. So after that, it was nightmare. But I was like, I got what I wanted. For 1 week or 10 days, I didn't get that seriousness also. I was fully pumped with oxytocin. I was very happy. After 10 days only, it was like darkness everywhere. Nobody is understanding me. No.
Yeah.
I
I
was
think the baby was 2.6 or 2.3,
five,
some 5. Yeah.
2.5.
So baby was a little low on weight, but okay. Again, first time mother, water break happened, and still, time to go for the natural labor to come, and natural labor also coming. One night pain was there, the other night it was not there. So it's the pattern is very different to different mothers. So yeah, then Mridula had a hard time convincing everyone at home, and then she also fought for her birth certificate, whatever way she could, and she got it done after many months. So yeah, it is tough for Tamil Nadu people. It's tough.
But I'm very
And
grateful for God for bringing all the women together for one motive, that is to help me to birth at home.
And for
When
me, you know what? As the Aparjitha Tapasya is witness, there have been mothers who have wanted to birth with me, but wanted to birth in the hospital setup. They have seen my care, they see my support. And when I tell them, why do you want to go to the hospital? Just be. They will not trust me. I was shocked when I just said one line that she is such a nice mother, transition. Why to disturb? And Aparjitha was like, something clicked in her. And she's like, I'm not going. I'm like, wow, yeah, like people are trusting me online, not offline. And I'm telling people that you are better at home and they're not trusting me. And then Aparjita was like, yeah, she said something and I want to do this. So that was a real honor for me to, like having an acceptance who just connected to me like a week before. So I would say that I'm thankful about that moment that, you trusted my word that just stay back. So yeah,
actually, if you
like
had asked me,
Aishwarya,
I would have gone to the hospital.
yeah. So I was wondering why did I say, but like, okay, na, let's see what happens.
It's all
So
God's plan.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So Tapasya, we hear FGR every time. We hear FGR every time, every new mother, first time mother, she'll get this thing coming to us. So what do you think about it?
you know what I think about it. It's
That
bullshit.
has become fashion now. Even I was suspected of FGR. For second daughter, I had another growth scan in birth village. They palpated me and they measured my tummy with a tape, and they got tense immediately. Everybody's getting tense. Oh, why is everybody getting tense? I'm doing fine. Why are you all getting tense? I was like that, and they were like, no, I suspect a growth restriction. The length is just 36 or 37. We need another growth scan to be taken. And then luckily, that is the only difference with normal hospitals and birth village. Like they don't decide immediately. They have the technicians who are working there. No, they have some ethics to an extent. They have some ethics. So I was relying on them. I was praying within. What are they telling? I never heard about FGR before. It was new to me. And they were telling, and I was damn sure something within me was like, I was very clear, nothing is happening with me. and I'm going to be fine. And then the scan doctor told, no, nothing wrong with the baby. Everything is fine. All growth and all is good. You can just proceed with natural labor. Like you needn't do anything. We needn't panic and all. I was so relieved because nobody's going to trust me there. Only like even my husband will trust only the people who are there. They'll not trust my intuition. So I was worried about that. But yeah, so FGR has become a pattern now. During my when I was pregnant with my first daughter, the pattern that I met, no, it was all about meconium. Meconium filling in the water, meconium in the water, meconium, baby drinks. This, that. That was a big problem around 2022. I had like, there are like more than 4 or 5 friends who had a C-section in my circle alone. And I heard about this meconium at that point. And for second baby, I was hearing this FGR. And even till today, FGR is becoming a trend. It's a trend now. It's like, I don't know what research they are doing with the FGR. There is
Oh,
something
it's
happening.
fashions keep coming in obstetrics. It's a fashion now to say, that your
Absolutely.
placenta is not providing for the baby. And look at the same doctor who told her, don't eat because your baby will overgrow and you will have a problem in a normal delivery. And the doctor asks her again, are you not eating? I mean, why are you playing with women's minds? Let them be. Let them, they are following their natural intuition. She's eating whatever she's feeling good with. She was eating fruits because she was not able to eat a lot of cooked food, and that was fine. Let her be. And the kind of fear mongering around baby's weight, around your height and your pelvis, and it's utterly bullshit and stupid. I really, I mean, I क्या हिंदी में बोलते हैं ना, ये सब सुनती हूँ तो मेरा मतलब खून खोलने लगता है. It's like I feel very irritated with doctors who say, your baby will either overgrow or your baby is not growing fine. That is why we need to take the baby out, as if that is going to make things easy. So if you take an FGR, so-called FGR baby out, what are you going to do? You are going to keep that baby in NICU for 3 to 4 weeks. And do you imagine the life of parents? It becomes hell. The mother, she cries, she needs to pump, she needs to feed that baby. They won't even give any decent facility to, she will have to sit on a plastic chair in NICU and feed the baby if possible. And they will keep the mother and baby away for no reason. So why are we doing this? Why are we doing this with our mothers and baby? Don't we care for them?
Yeah, nowadays I'm listening to 2 3 women friends of mine. No, they are also struggling with latching because the nurses gave the baby formula for 4 days or so to the baby. Now normal delivery cesarean doesn't matter. They just give formula for 4 days, and after that they send the women and baby home, and they are struggling to breastfeed, and the baby struggles to latch.
And recently, one of my husband's colleague, she gave birth in a hospital, and it was a C-section, and I was very curious to know the reason. And the reason that the doctor had told her is, if we wait past this time, the baby's head shape will change, and hence we'll do a C-section. I was like, what kind of reason is this? And since my husband saw my second daughter, like when she came out, her head was like this, like a cone, and he was very afraid for 10 days. Will this head subside? Like, I was like, that is why you need to watch birth videos. And I didn't say anything because I had many other issues running in my mind. So I was just quiet. And he knows baby's head will settle down. And he was shocked knowing the reason. And I told, did you see so-called care providers? And he was like, he couldn't accept the reason. And that is how they are doing C-sections. And it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. I got irritated just knowing, just reading that message. No, my blood boiled. How can you do a C-section to a mother for this silly reason, and you claim to be a doctor? I don't know. This is like the worst reason that I could hear. Baby's head will change.
Baby's head is supposed to change in birth.
That's what. That is what.
That's the static.
I don't know.
You know what? I think you know what? We must make short clips like this. When we have a meeting, also make short clips. One is the topic is head molding, aisa, and 4 5 this thing, pictures and all that. So like once you see it, then it is in your mind. Yes, this is natural. It has to happen. At least they cannot fool you because now they are looking for new things. जैसे पहले था ना कोलेस्ट्रॉल और ये अभी क्या ढूंढने का बच्चे में बिकोनियम भी हो गया कॉर्ड भी हो गया people are getting around all that अभी नया नया marketing strategy. So these are all strategies. This is the stupidest one. ठीक है. Yeah, just gives us more material to work on.
So
अच्छा ये कौन था नेचुरोपैथ डॉक्टर जिसने बोला कि सप्लीमेंट मत खाओ कुछ मत करो अपराजिता का
Aishwarya knows it, I guess. Yeah, Mrudula knows
अच्छा
it. Mrudula. We can ask Mrudula. She's not here right now. We can ask her.
okay yeah it's good to know some doctor who has little sense है ना you never know when we need it.
So I think it was fun looking into her journey because her pregnancy was a turmoil, but her labor and birth was fantastic. Like, it was soup. But as she mentioned, her pregnancy, it was a lot. And for the first time mothers and like the couple, it is very confusing. When everyone is like asking you to go to the bestest of the doctor, and the best of the doctor is just on that day decides to just say everyone is having FGR and asking people to eat or not eat. So that's where I think the pregnant mothers who are here, I know, Maimuna is pregnant and Noori. So choosing your care provider, asking questions at the first meeting itself will save a lot of your time. Like, Aparjitha, she had her childbirth classes and then she came to know that, okay, these are the list of questions which you can ask your doctor and understand. But I think Tapasya and me, we provide these questions to everyone. Just ask your midwife, just ask your doctors these questions and understand beforehand, so that husband can also understand, okay, these are the questions we need to ask because we don't know how to question the doctors. It's always been that way. We have a lot of high respect and, we kind of obey the doctor figure. So asking question, I think what Aparjita's story gives us, if you ask questions to your doctor, you know what can you get. So we always tell, birth at home or you don't birth at home, but ask questions to your doctor, and then you can, find bestest option. What questions? Please give me the list. Okay, so we do have a PDF or a Word file. So you can DM
We
me,
have a word file.
Maimuna, and whoever wants a list of questions, you can ask me on WhatsApp. I'll share with you. So yeah. Anything else, Tapasya, would like to say for first time mothers or those who are like backing and thinking about where to go and where to go?
No, just keep asking questions. Come to us. Although we can't handle too many mothers at a time, but yeah, we are trying. But yeah, if some pregnant mothers are listening, thank you so much for joining and spread the word. Spread these stories. Every positive birth story is like a drop of oil on the water. It spreads like crazy. So do it, spread the knowledge, spread the wisdom, tell them that please don't go and just get your C-section blindly. There are options. We don't know we have options, and then we don't have any options really. So, knowledge is power, and that's what I will say. And again, in Aparajita's case, I always feel that this is what divine intended her to do. From a mother who was just ready to go with the flow, dekh lenge, at the last moment, to coming to this point, and now she's inquiring into why do I need to vaccinate my baby? Is it compulsory? And now I'm sure the next baby, Aparajita, you're going to have at home, obviously, because now you know the beauty and you will be helping other mothers. That is how it spreads. That is how birth work needs to spread. There can't be any special colleges and academies to teach midwifery. Midwifery is our women's thing and we have to take it forward. No institution, nothing is going to help us in the end. Women helping women, women caring for women is the model that we have, and that's what we will do.
I think,
Yes, in Bangalore we have people. Whoever has asked me, you DM us if you have Sneha's number, or we can connect you with people in Bangalore.
I was saying one thing, Tapasya, कि अगर जैसे now Aparajitha has told us her story. ये वजह से and we put it up on our group, so people start reading and that thing, you keep on saying the same thing over and over again. जैसे हमको the media teaches us you have to do this, like that we also have to repeatedly talk about that thing. So a short explanation of her C-section, why it was asked, and finally what she did, she just surrendered to God, and that's how it happened. It will be a beautiful story. We can just circulate the text and people will read it.
Yeah. So yeah, this story would be there on YouTube, so we can share it across whoever wants to listen, and that's how it will spread. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Aparjitha. Thank you, Tapasya, Aishwarya, Mona, everyone who's joined in. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye. Meet you next story session. Take care.
Bye.